Now we're ready for phase 3 of how to make an alebrije, which is the fun part, the painting phase. So before we get started with any color, we're gonna add a layer of gesso, which is a primer to our paper mache alebrije. And then what I'm gonna do now is I'm actually gonna use this coloring sheet to plan out what I want my painting to look like, what I want the pattern to look like on my figure. And these coloring sheets are included in the Mad Skills kit. So if you want to, even if you want to just color in some fun alebrijes and not get involved with paper mache and wire and all of that, you can use these fun coloring sheets, and colored pencils are included. Now I'm gonna go ahead and start to use my reference image to kind of build some of these layers of color that I want. I'm gonna kind of mix up an ombre using dark and light blues and really fill that in. Also make sure to protect the surface you're working on. You can get some printer paper and put that down, and it also makes a nice little kind of way to move around the figure. I'm using some disposable palettes, which are also included in the kit. And if it helps, you can also use a white pencil or a graphite pencil to just lay out the designs first and then start to color them in. One tip with adding color to whatever base color you've used for your alebrije is to use a like a white ground underneath, and it'll kind of make the color pop a little more. That's what I did for the flowers and the dots and everything, is I kind of mixed up a lighter version of the color I wanted and then went over it again with the darker color so it makes it stand out from the blue. Another good rule of thumb for working on this project and for things with lots of patterns is to start with the largest designs first, like the flowers or the background, and then add the smaller patterns and smaller details later. So you can kind of get the general picture sketched out and then kind of fine-tune things and add those details. Acrylic dries pretty quickly, usually in maybe 15 to 20 minutes, so you might need to come back in between layers, or you could try to use the heat gun to speed up the drying a little bit. But it is sometimes the most satisfying and the most fun to work on a creative project like this in multiple stages, multiple visits, to give it some space. But if needed, you can definitely do this in maybe 2 to 3 hours and just have fun with the materials and making it. And just remember to have fun while you're making these and while you're working with young people, library patrons, if they're interested in this project. It's all really accessible materials. If they're really getting into it, they can always bring the paper mache version home and paint at home. If it's taking too long, feel free to have them come back the next day. You can do this project over several days. There's a lot of flexibility with how you can run this program. You can just do the coloring sheets and have people have fun with colors and patterns using that. There's a lot of room to scale it, how you want to scale it with, depending on how your patrons are engaging with this art form. The last thing I'm going to do here is add a layer of acrylic gloss medium, which is just going to give everything a slightly shiny finish. It's an optional step, but it'll just give everything a shiny coating and a little bit of a harder surface. And that is how to make your very own Alebrije.